You're now spending over 90 grand for a 2024 GMC Sierra 1500. How about that? And unfortunately, this is now no longer an uncommon sight. Over $100,000 for a brand new pickup truck. We're looking at a Sierra 3500 Ultimate. Yikes. Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So it is no surprise that the cost of new vehicles have gone through the roof, right? And we definitely see that with new trucks across the board, not just Toyota, but across all vehicle manufacturers. So it's not uncommon to pay $60,000 to $85,000 for a brand new full-size pickup truck now, and that's quite absurd. Let me paint a quick picture for you. So according to a recently published report from Zillow, the average household income needs to be $106,500 to live comfortably in a typical house within the US. That is up from $59,000 back in 2020. And it's kind of tough when you consider the average income today for an American household is $81,200. That is only up from $66,000 in 2020. So let me just make it clear for you. We have seen an 80% increase in the amount of income needed to comfortably afford a typical house within the US since 2020, but we've only seen a 23% increase in the income across the board. That's a recipe for disaster. And for that reason right there, we are seeing dealership lots look like this across the US. Again, not just Toyota, but just a ton of brand new full-size pickup trucks just available, sitting on the lots collecting dust right now because their prices have gone up substantially since 2019, 2020. And like I just mentioned, the cost of living has gone up tremendously since 2020. And well, incomes have not caught up with that. So let's look at a couple of these here and just get an idea of how much it would cost to buy a brand new truck nowadays. So here we have, this is a 2024 Toyota Tundra Capstone, right? So to be fair, this is the top of the line Tundra here, but look at that, just under $81,000. So like I just said, you need to have an average income, household income of $106,500 to live comfortably in a typical house right now. Okay, and that's the average across the United States, okay? Obviously, it varies a little bit depending on where you live, of course, right? So you need that much. Now let's pretend you just slapped on an $81,000 pickup to your bill every month. So if you're gonna finance that whole thing, pretend you didn't put anything down on it, you're easily looking at $1,500 to $1,700 a month. $1,500 to $1,700 a month if you spread it out over 72 months with current interest rates, roughly, okay? Now, if you think about that, add that on to the income needed to live comfortably. You're looking at easily $127,000 to $128,000 needed to afford a new truck nowadays. That's out of reach for most people. Behind me here is a brand new 2024 Toyota Tundra 1794 edition. You know, back in the day, not too long ago, you'd expect to spend, maybe $45,000 for it, right? That's how much you'd maybe expect to spend for this truck, brand new, just a few years ago. Guess what they want for this one? $71,500. $71,500. Just saying that out loud is kind of disgusting, right? And nowadays we have mid-size pickup trucks costing full-size pickup truck money. Right behind me is a brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. They want $53,000 for this one. That is absurd. And when we see the TRD Pro come out and the Trail Hunter, gosh, get ready. Get ready to see $60,000 plus on those new TRD Pro and Trail Hunter trims. So since when is that what we pay for a mid-size pickup truck? And we talked about it before on the channel, but I mean, this particular example here is now entirely made out of Mexico, where labor cost is pennies on the dollar compared to what it is here in the US. So we got rid of jobs from Americans, made it way cheaper to actually build this thing, and they still hiked that price up so much? That doesn't feel right, huh? So the number of brand new 2023 models, carryover models that are still on dealership lots right now is unprecedented. Normally by this time of the year, dealerships have been successfully able to move all of their old inventory from last year. But not right now. We're seeing a lot of this. These are all 2023 models, and this is very, very common across the US right now. So what gives? I mean, they're gonna have to slash these prices below invoice if they actually want to move the inventory. As it sits on a lot, the dealerships just lose a lot of money every single month. And I've made this point a few times before, but I have to reiterate it, right? We have so many brand new Ford F-150 Lightnings available still across the nation. And this is just a prime example of it. There's actually more than this at this particular dealership, beyond what you see here, but you do see dozens upon dozens just chilling here at this lot. And this is a very, very common sight across the US. If you don't think they can't sell any brand new pickup trucks, combustion engine pickup trucks, look at the EVs. They're not moving at all. And with each passing month, they're spending a lot of money to keep these here. So let me know, what do you think has to give? What do you think needs to change in order for vehicle manufacturers to begin successfully selling their trucks again? Obviously, interest rates, they're high, but even when these dealerships are incentivizing those rates down to 0% or 1.9 or 2.9 and slashing the MSRP, they're still not able to sell them. So what do you think needs to happen in order for dealerships across the US to start being successful again? Because, well, we see it right here, and this isn't uncommon across the US right now. What needs to give? So let's face it, most Americans have wisened up at this point. They no longer want to waste $1,500 or more a month for a truck payment, right? Even spreading it out 60, 72 months, they're spending well over $1,500 if they buy one of these trucks here. Prices have gotten out of hand and people can't keep up with it. And like I mentioned, you need to have an average household income of about $127,000 in order to just manage your house payment as well as just a truck payment. That's not even considering everything else, all the additional bills and fees that are coming out of your bank every month. People just can't keep up with it, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And really, these two trucks right here remain the last quote-unquote borderline affordable, I say that loosely, affordable new trucks, right? The midsize pickup truck for the Nissan Frontier and then the Nissan Titan here. I'll show you that one here in a second. But look at this. So Nissan is doing what many dealerships are doing. They're incentivizing their rates 5.9% over 84 months. You can get a lesser rate if you do a shorter term. But here, $44,730 for this Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. So really, when you compare that to the Toyota Tacoma we just looked at, this is nearly $9,000 cheaper. That is quite the drop, really. This one has a 4.9% for 72-month special financing. I'm sure you can get them down less than that if it meant making a deal. And the unique thing, or the great thing with the Nissan Titan in particular is, although you see $60,000 down here, which is kind of low compared to what the competition looks like nowadays, but this is a dated platform. You can easily get 10 grand off of MSRP for these if it means actually buying one. I guarantee it. 9 out of 10 Nissan dealerships will be very quick to slash the prices here. So we'll wrap up the video there, guys. Do you think the days of old of being able to buy a brand new full-size pickup truck for $40,000 to $50,000, is that out the window? I mean, really, you're only looking at maybe a couple options that even exist right now, and the Nissan Titan being one of them, right? And that is about ready to go away for 2025. So what is it that we need to see change from these vehicle dealerships in order for us to actually be able to afford these trucks again? If you enjoyed this video or found any kind of value in it, I do respectfully request that you like and subscribe. Your support means a lot, and I definitely take note of it. Thanks for watching as always. Till next time.